Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kikidi, your name is and in today's video we are going to be ranking all 30 Call of Duty Black Ops 7 guns from worst to best. I've been playing this game for a little bit of time now. I'm around Prestige 2, level like 40 or something. I don't play it as much as I played like Black Ops 6 when it first came out. I'm not like hooked on Black Ops 7 just yet, but I am excited for Season 1, so that maybe I'll get hooked around that time. Either way, I played it quite a bit, but the game is still new, so patches are going to roll out. Guns will obviously be added. For those who don't know, I'm recording this on December 2nd, so any gun that gets added after this is obviously not going to be included in this video, and just my opinion in general will change when I have more time played with each gun. I'm only Prestige 2, don't really have a lot, I don't have all the guns prestiged or anything like that, obviously. And the vast majority of these guns, I might not even have them to level 10 yet. You know, maybe I used them once or twice and was like, wow, I really am not a fan of that. And so, my opinions on these can completely change the gun 100%. And also, there are attachments after you prestige a gun that completely changes the gun as well. It's almost like a Jack variant from Modern Warfare 2023. And I just, some of those attachments I haven't used yet, so obviously that can change as well. All this to say that this is all just personal opinion anyways on which guns that I like using the best so far in the game. Not a list going over statistics in particular on which one on paper is the best or on in-game or whatever it may be, like actually doing tests or whatever. If you want that, I highly recommend you click off this video and go watch Exclusive Ace's videos. He does all these in-depth guides on guns and statistics and Call of Duty stuff on Call of Duty games. So if you're interested in like the actual statistics on which one is the best, that's where you would watch it. This is just my personal opinions on which one I like the most. And we're splitting it up into 6 tiers. The awful tier, bad tier, average tier, good tier, amazing tier, and the best tier. And movie of the day is actually not a movie today. It's a TV show, and it's Lost. I was really late to this TV show. I watched it like last year, even though everybody else watched it back in like 2010. But it was still incredible, man. I loved this freaking show. It was so good. Such a confusing show. It's a really mysterious show. And I still, to this day, don't even know what really happened, if I'm being honest. But it was a good show nonetheless. I loved it a lot. It was great. But without further ado, let's go right into it with number 30, my least favorite gun in Black Ops 7. And that's actually not a gun. It's a melee weapon. Because 30th place, the worst weapon in the game is a Flatline Mark II, without a doubt in my mind. Obviously, melee weapons aren't going to be, like, meta, clearly. That's not what they're used for. They're just used to mainly traverse the map as fast as possible, but also get some like sneaky fun little kills. They're just fun weapons, obviously. But the Flatline Mark II, while it has a little bit more longer range than the knife, it's so much slower than the knife. I think the knife is just clearly the better option here between these two. But either way, really quick, I wanted to ask you guys this: have you guys watched season 5 of Stranger Things yet? I loved, dude, that was great. If you haven't watched that yet, go give it a watch. I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't watched it yet, but man, is it good. Man, it got me all excited. Hey, would you look at that? 29th place is the knife, obviously. Yeah, it's the other melee weapon in the game so far. It's better than the Flatline Mark II, but it's obviously not good enough to be like, hey, you should use this, you know? It's obviously going to be in the awful tier. These are just weapons that you use to get to the middle of the map as fast as possible at the start of every search and destroy round. That's all it is. Like, that's what you do. I mean, you're going to try using it to get gold on it so you can get your dark matter camos on it, or in this game, Singularity, I guess. But you're obviously not, like, going crazy with this unless you're these knives only. That guy was I remember back in Black Ops 3, that guy would absolutely wreck house. But nonetheless, yeah, it's a knife, man. It's nothing special here. Oh, would you look at that? Coming in at 28th place, still in the awful tier, obviously, is the ARC M1, or my bad, the ARC M1, because it has periods after each letter for some reason, like it's an abbreviation of something. Shut up, Call of Duty. You know what you were doing. You were trying to make it the ARC M1. Either way, this is the not lock-on launcher in the game. In my opinion, the non-lock-on launchers in the game are always just worse than the lock-ons, because you're trying to shoot down kill streaks with these, obviously, and if you can't lock onto them, it makes it infinitely harder to do so. And the ARC M1 you can't lock on with. On top of that, the other launcher can lock on, but also can dumbfire. So like, I don't get why you would ever use this one over the other one. Speaking of the other one, coming in at 27th place, and the final gun for the awful tier before we move along into the bad tier is the Arrow 109. Yep, it's the other launcher, obviously. It's, like I said, with the ARC M1, this one has lock-on, but it also has dumbfire. Why would you use the ARC M1? I have no idea. I will say, I think the ARC M1 is the one that, like, charges up, which is kind of cool, you know? It's a little, like, different for a launcher. We haven't really seen something like that before. But it doesn't matter. I'm not like sitting at the edge of my chair waiting for what next launcher they're going to release. I was like, oh man, what is it going to be? Some special launcher? Like, I don't care. Like, they're just launchers, dude. I use them. I have like every Call of Duty. I'll have one of my 10 dedicated classes will have a launcher on it, and it'll have like perks to make the launcher even better. And every time they get like some sort of kill streak that's kind of ruining us, I'll whip it out. And that's all I use these for. I never rock them otherwise. However, we are now into the bad tier. So the guns in this tier, I still do not recommend using them. There are clearly better options in this game. However, at least I can kill enemies. If you're a good enough player, you can go on little kill streaks with them and stuff like that. Coming in at 26th place is the Jaeger 45. Your starting pistol in this game is supposed to be Attack 45 from Black Ops 2 Remastered. I actually do have this gun prestige. I have that really heavy barrel that gives it a ridiculous amount of recoil, and I do not see the point of that barrel at all. But I do have it. It's easily the worst though. It's one of those semi-auto pistols where it's got like a capped fire rate. Like it doesn't have like it's not semi-auto to the point where it's like as fast as your trigger finger can go. And I feel like those are always just pretty bad in Call of Duty. I feel like they're never that good unless they're like the Desert Eagle. But even then, I don't know. I don't think these are great. Real quick though, are you guys excited for season 1 of Black Ops 7? Dude, I'm not really like the biggest fan of Black Ops 7. I don't hate it. I think it's a fine Call of Duty. I think it's right there around the average mark. But I will say, I am so excited for Season 1. Have you seen the roadmap for Season 1 yet? Apparently, they're adding 7 new weapons. That's crazy amount of content. A bunch of new maps. Some of them are Black Ops 2 remasters. I'm so excited for Season 1 of Black Ops 7. I really am. 2 more days. It's like, I don't think I've ever been this excited for a Call of Duty Battle Pass season ever. Like, I think this is going to be awesome. Either way, coming in at 25th place is the XR3 Ion, which is a PO6 from Black Ops 3 Remastered, pretty much. It's a 3-round burst, like, charge-up sniper rifle. PO6 and BO3 wasn't that great. In this game, it's even worse somehow. I think it's just the fact that people are getting so much crazier at movement that by the time your shots actually come out of the XR3, they might be on the other side of the freaking map. And it's just not good enough. And it's really slow. It's, like, heavy and clunky. Oh, another thing I wanted to bring up, I know I keep bringing up random crap in this video and not talking about the actual guns, but you know what I'm going to start doing instead of just the movies of the day, TV shows of the day, and song of the days? Video games of the day, and maybe even companies of the day, like companies like Geico. Like, how could you not like Geico? Geico is a cool company. Either way, coming in at 24th place is the MK78, not sponsored, by the way, by Geico, but the MK78 is the first LMG you get in this game. It's a very slow-firing LMG, but it can, like, two-shot in some instances. I've seen people, like, two-shot me with it before. Now, have I ever gotten a two-shot with it? No, absolutely not. Of course not. Why would I? But I have been two-shotted before by it, so that's kind of crazy. It's an LMG in modern Call of Duty. It's got the same problem as every other LMG in modern Call of Duty has. It's just way too freaking slow. These games are getting faster and faster, and the LMGs are somehow getting slower and slower. I cannot believe I'm putting a submachine gun this low in a Call of Duty game, but in case you haven't played Black Ops 7 yet, submachine guns are actually not the meta in this game, which is surprising. Coming in at 23rd place is the Raiden 45K, your starting SMG in this game. I actually did prestige this one as well. I forget what the attachment was for it, but I did prestige it. It gets you that aqua camo from Black Ops 2, which is kind of cool. That's the reason why I wanted to prestige it. But the main problem is its recoil, and that's the main problem with all the SMGs in this game. You're going to hear me sound like a broken record when talking about almost every SMG in this game because that's their biggest downside. Every one of these, which, dude, okay, I want to make this crystal freaking clear too before Call of Duty developers watch this video and think that that's a complaint and I think you should change it. No, I think this is one of the best ideas Call of Duty's done in a long time, making the SMGs be an SMG. Like, SMGs are supposed to have a lot of recoil. You're not supposed to be able to get long shot kills. And in Black Ops 6 and in Modern Warfare 2023, SMGs have been lasers at any range, and there's no reason to use anything but SMGs in those games. And now, for the first time in years, it feels like SMGs are finally, like, not just, like, the clear meta, and I'm really happy about it. But because of that, obviously, at Raiden 45K, SMGs in this game are a little outclassed by the ARs this year. Coming in at 22nd place, sorry I just like randomly started ranting there, but I really wanted to get that out there before people started thinking that I was like complaining about the SMGs having recoil. I like the SMGs having recoil. 22nd place over, and the final one for the bad tier before we get into the average tier is the MXR 17. It's the Rampart 17 from Black Ops 4 Remastered. And it has the same problem that the Rampart had in Black Ops 4. Its fire rate. It has one of the slowest fire rates in the entire game, especially for fully auto weapons, while the damage numbers don't make up for it enough. It's still a 3 to 4 shot kill, but with a very, very slow fire rate. And on top of that, the mobility of it is also not that great. It's aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, all that stuff is not that great on it. It's really unfortunate in my opinion because I love the MXR 17 in terms of its design. The Rampart 17 was cool, like futuristic Scar, like that's just kind of cool. How could you not like that? But unfortunately, I think it's pretty weak in this game. Alrighty, but now we are into the average tier. So the guns in this tier, you ain't getting no nukes with them. At least not the average person is not going to get any nukes with them. But you can have some fun. You know, you can have some fun playing with these guns. And 21st place in the first one for the average tier, barely missing out in the top 20, is the XM325. The other LMG in this game, and a surprise to absolutely nobody, as LMGs are not even close to meta in this game, yet again. This gun is much faster firing than the MK78, but because of that, it has a lot more recoil than the MK78. The recoil is actually kind of hard to manage, which is ironic considering it's an LMG, and you should be able to hold down longer lines of sights with these guns and just kind of spray into the hard point or B flag on domination with it, but that doesn't really seem to be what they were trying to go for with the XM325. Seems like you would rather be more aggressive since the recoil is so high, but then the mobility kind of defeats that whole purpose. I don't see the purpose of the XM325, I don't see the whole purpose of any LMG in this game, but we are getting a new one in Season 1, so who knows, maybe that'll change. However, breaking its way into the wonderful top 20 here, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be going to the M34 Nova line, which is the final marksman rifle you unlock in the game, and in my opinion is the worst marksman rifle in the game. It's like a 2-round burst, sort of like a M14 style, but 2-round burst weapon. Super cool in terms of design, I'll give them that. A 2-round burst M14 style weapon, I love that. And this is what I was excited for when Black Ops 7 revealed that it was going to be slightly in the future. I was excited to see where their creativity led, because Call of Duty, love them or hate them, they are very creative when it comes to designing weapons in the future, like futuristic setting. They always do pretty good with that, and the M34 Nova line is one of those weapons I think is super cool to play around with for the first couple times. But then I just feel like the mobility is just way too weak, which makes sense. It's a DMR, it's not supposed to be fast, obviously, but at the same time, it just feels too slow, even for a DMR. Like the Outlaw, whatever that thing's called, the Outlaw Warden 308, I think is what it's called, and the M8A1 are clearly just faster than this. And coming in at 19th place is the probably gonna ruffle some feathers, not gonna lie. A lot of people are saying this is like the best sidearm in the game. I don't think it is. The COD 9, which is the Cap 40 from Black Ops 2 remastered, pretty much. It's full auto, is what I'm trying to say. A full auto backup pistol. Usually those are meta. Usually those are absolutely disgusting. Unless there's a 3-round burst pistol as the secondary, and then those are usually the better options. And I think it's the same thing with Black Ops 7. I think the 3-round burst Velox or whatever is clearly the better option than the COD 9. The COD 9's biggest downside is the same downside that the Cap 40 used to have back in the day. It's damage numbers, especially at any sort of range. And I get that you're not supposed to use pistols at range, but sometimes you just do. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes it happens. And the COD 9 is clearly the worst option at that. Really close quarter combat situations, maybe the COD 9 is better, but I don't even think so. The Velox is like a 1 burst, dude. That thing is nasty. Coming in at 18th place, oh, by the way, I just want to point it out. Yes, I'm excited about Black Ops 7's Season 1 update, bringing 7 new guns and everything, and we're going to have 37 weapons at the end of Season 1. That's pretty cool, obviously. But at the same time, I can't be the only one. Please tell me that I'm not crazy for being so disappointed when I saw that there was only 30 guns at launch for Black Ops 7. Like, come on, bro. And then 2 of them are launchers and 2 of them are melee weapons, so really only 26 guns. That's the lowest number of weapons we've had in a Call of Duty game since World at War in 2008. I can't be the only one that was disappointed in that. I mean, I get that they have all, like, I'm literally yapping for no reason right now, but I get that they all have those freaking prestige attachments that make them, like, completely different weapons, and that's cool, but come on, man. 18th place is the Akita, full auto shotgun. No, nearly not even close to as good as other full auto shotguns have been in COD history. It's really obviously just devastating up close because that's kind of the whole point of these full auto shotguns, but obviously at any sort of range it falls off, and I think this is definitely a game where you are getting into more ranged gunfights than recent Call of Duties. Coming in at 17th place, however, finally another SMG. I said they were kind of trash, and then I didn't talk about one for a while, but I promise I do not think they're great. 17th place is the MPC-25. The MPC-25 is this game's MSMC remastered, and oh my goodness gracious, is everybody disappointed about it, and myself included. I totally understand where the complaints are coming from. The MSMC was absolutely disgusting in Black Ops 2. In my opinion, the best gun in that game, even though everybody else said it was the M8A1. I thought it was the MSMC. And then in Black Ops 3, easily the best gun in that game is the XMC, which was the MSMC remastered for that game. Clearly that gun's the best. And in this game, the MPC-25 is just weak. It has a very slow fire rate for an SMG, the handling speeds aren't that great for an SMG, and its recoil is just as bouncy as some of the other SMGs. It's not as bad as like the Raiden 45K, but it's still not great. Also, they messed the freaking iron sights up, man. That was like the best part of the MSMC was the iron sights, and the MPC-25's iron sights are hideous. I hate them. Coming in at 16th place, however, and the final one for the average tier before we move along into the good tier is, if I didn't ruffle some feathers with the COD 9, I'm definitely going to ruffle some feathers now because it's the X9 Maverick, the 3-round burst assault rifle of this game. Every COD game has to have their 3-round burst assault rifle, and the X9 Maverick is this game's 3-round burst assault rifle. I've never been a fan of 3-round burst guns. I understand the X9 Maverick is probably pretty nasty in the right hands. I've seen a lot of people using it and a lot of people praising it online as being one of the best guns in the game. I get that, and maybe they're right. As a matter of fact, they probably are. I'm just not a 3-round burst guy. I never have been. I never liked them. Even like, I know it's a hot take, but even in like COD 4, man, I'd rather use like the AK-47 than the M16. I know it's a hot take, but I would. I just like full auto guns. I like to be in more, I feel like I'm in more control of it. And also with aim assist, the way aim assist works, it always kind of like after, like the first burst like locks you into aiming at one spot, and then the second burst like flicks you over. I always just didn't like it, and that's my opinion on the X9 Maverick. It's a fine gun, just I don't like 3-round burst. But now we are into the good tier, and the weapons in this tier, while they're definitely not meta, I don't think anybody's going to be like using these things for the entire year like they were with the Jackal PDW in Black Ops 6, but I definitely think you could get away with using them, and they're fun to try out, and they're fun to grind for their prestige attachments or whatever. And coming in at 15th place in the first one for the good tier is the Peacekeeper Mark 1, easily the most recoil that an AR has in this game. However, at the same time, it's nowhere near as bad as the recoil of most of the SMGs, so I still think it's a little bit fine. I don't, the Peacekeeper Mark 1 has the same problem that like the MPC 25 or the Raiden 45K has, where it's just like the recoil hurts it so much to the point where it's like, why would you use this over other ARs in the class? Coming in at 14th place, yeah, I just told you I didn't really care for the burst weapons, so obviously this one was going to come pretty quickly. 14th place was the M8A1. It's fine. It's a little bit of a, I think even the people that like the M8A1 in this game will agree that it is a little bit of a disappointment when you compare it to the original M8A1 or even the M8A7 from Black Ops 3. It is just, it's clearly not even in the same ballpark as those two guns. It can one burst, absolutely can. It's a 4-round burst weapon though, so it better be able to. It's a marksman rifle, so. But it's not consistent, and the fire rate is so slow. The handling is so slow, since it is a marksman rifle, they made the handling very weak. It's definitely the weakest version of the M8 we've ever seen. I don't think that anybody will argue with me on that. It's like Black Ops 2, again, everybody kind of agrees that the M8A1 was the best gun in that game, even though I think it was the MSMC. Almost everyone agrees that it wasn't. And in Black Ops 3, the M8A7 was also a very meta contender weapon. And in this game, this is not even close to meta. 13th place is good, but I can't put it any higher than this. That's why I'm putting it in the good tier, because 13th place is going to the Shadow SK. This is your semi-auto sniper rifle in this game. This game has only one bolt action sniper rifle at launch, which is very disappointing, by the way. However, they are adding a ballista remaster in season 1. Like, I'm so excited for season 1, bro. I cannot believe I'm saying it, but I am. I am so excited for season 1 of Black Ops 7. It's gonna be awesome. A ballista remaster, I cannot wait. However, the Shadow SK is this game's, like I said, semi-auto sniper rifle. It's one of those semi-auto sniper rifles though where it is a one-shot most of the time, so it is very good, and arguably it's probably better than the VS Recon. As a matter of fact, I would go out on a limb and say that it is better than the VS Recon overall. However, the reason why I'm only putting it here in the good tier is because I've said it before with guns like the Dragunov or the SVD in Black Ops 6, even though it is a good weapon, I just cannot stand using semi-auto sniper rifles. It doesn't have that satisfactory feeling that a bolt-action sniper rifle in Call of Duty has. You will never be able to replicate that feeling of quick-scoping with a bolt-action sniper with a semi-auto one. And so that's the reason why the Shadow SK is getting 13th. Yes, it's probably better than VS Recon. I don't care. It's not as satisfying. Here it is, coming in at 12th place. I told you guys I liked it better than COD 9, and I like it a lot better, because 12th place is going to the Velix 5.7. It's the 5.7, but obviously it's completely different from the 5.7 in like Black Ops 2 standards, because it's 3-round burst, and it looks really weird. That is the one thing I will say about the Velix 5.7. I don't like how this thing looks. I don't understand why like the part of the gun is coming off the back of it. Looks weird. I don't like that part. But in terms of actually using it, I think it's clearly the best pistol in this game. This thing can one burst as a 3-round burst pistol if you're close enough. It is disgusting. There are so many times where I'm sniping with a VS Recon, having a good time. Someone runs up to me, I miss my shot because I suck at the game. Whip out my Velix 5.7 to like, as a last resort, just kind of like spray a hip fire burst at the guy, and all 3 bullets connect and kill him in one burst. It is disgusting. I don't understand how the Velix 5.7 even passed production as a sidearm in this game, but I really do think they're probably going to nerf this thing. It seems like it's clearly the best option over the COD 9 and the Jaeger 45. Coming in at 11th place, however, it probably doesn't deserve to be this high, but I love how it looks, and so I'm going to put it this high. The Razor 9mm. It's barely missing out on the top 10 here, but dude, I love this thing. I don't know what it is about it. I really do. It's got a little bit of recoil, definitely not as bad as the Raiden 45K or even the MPC 25. Actually, it probably has like around the same recoil pattern, I would say, as the MPC 25. It feels very similar to that. But it just feels like overall a better weapon. Like I would much rather use the Razor 9mm. Maybe it's the iron sights. The iron sights are actually pretty good on this weapon. Maybe it's the mobility. The mobility is pretty good. Or maybe it's just the design of it. If I'm being honest, I love the design of the Razor 9mm. It looks freaking cool. I think it's a cool SMG. However, making its way into the top 10, and the final one for the good tier before we get into the amazing tier is the Echo 12, the second shotgun you unlock in this game. And it's very reminiscent of like the RO9 from MW19, where it's a double barrel shotgun, so you fire 2 shots and you cock it back, you fire 2 shots, you cock it back. It's very similar to that, kind of similar to like the M1216 in a sense from Black Ops 2. I guess I feel like that's probably what they were trying to go for with the Echo 12, but it looks more like the MX Guardian from MW22. Nonetheless, that's what it looks like for those who don't know, and it's very strong. It's a very strong shotgun. It's clearly, in my opinion, better than the Akita because it has range, and that's its biggest upside over the Akita. Like, yeah, the Akita's faster handling, and obviously it's faster firing, and it's arguably the Akita is definitely more better at really, really close ranges than the Echo 12, but I still think this thing is disgusting. It's a very, very strong shotgun. But now we are into the amazing tier. So the guns in this tier, while I don't think they're meta, I don't think they're like literally the best guns in the game right now, I think they're pretty freaking close. And coming in at 9th place in the first one for the amazing tier is the Carbon 57. It's the PDW 57 or 27 or whatever it was from Black Ops 2 and the Cordite from Black Ops 4 kind of meshed into one. If they had a baby, this is what it would be as one weapon. And first things first, let's just get the elephant out of the room here. Yeah, I told you to get out of the room. I literally just told you to get out of the room. The iron sights. The iron sights on this thing are weird. I don't like the iron sights on the Carbon 57. It doesn't look like the Cordite's iron sights or the PDW's iron sights. I don't get what they were going for with the iron sights here. However, if for an SMG in this game, this seems very solid just because of the amount of recoil and the fact that it has 50 rounds in the mag stock. Like this is just clearly, in my opinion, one of the better SMGs in this game. And there are some that I still think are better than this, but I think this is a very well-rounded one. Coming in at 8th place, however, is a absolute shocker. When I first launched Black Ops 7, I do this every single year with Call of Duty. I play the first couple games, get to level 4. The second I unlock my loadouts, I back out of the game, go directly into my loadouts and look at every single gun in the game, because it's obviously one of the coolest parts about a Call of Duty game is the guns. That's obviously what you're looking forward to most. It's a first-person shooter. That's what I get excited for. When I saw the Warden 308, I thought for sure I was going to hate that gun. I did not think there was going to be a part of me that ever wanted to use the Warden 308. Boy, was I wrong. This gun is so much fun to use. It is such a blast. It's semi-auto, but it's a weird semi-auto. It's like a 2-round semi-auto thing, and then it like cocks back. I don't know how it works. One of you guys will have to let me know in the comments. One of you gun nuts. You gun nuts, love you guys, by the way. I've learned more about guns in this past year starting this YouTube channel than I ever did in my entire life, so thank you. But I don't know exactly how it works, but it works really weirdly. But most of the time, it's a one-shot. I will be honest, there is times where it's like really inconsistent, the Warden 308, and it'll be like a one-shot kill, and then the next time it takes like 3 shots to down somebody, and it's really weird how it works sometimes. But overall, I feel like it's a very forgiving weapon and very, very rewarding and fun to use. Coming in at 7th place, and in my opinion is easily the best shotgun in this game so far, is the M10 Breacher. The M10 Breacher is this game's pump action shotgun, and it has this really weird downside to it where you have to like charge it up. When you pull the trigger, it doesn't automatically shoot the shot. It like takes a couple seconds before it, not seconds, but it takes a couple like milliseconds before it shoots the shot, which is really weird and can catch you off guard at first, but once you get the hang of actually working with that, it ends up becoming clearly the best. Its range is its biggest upside compared to the Echo 12 and the Akita. I think you can one-shot people at a significantly longer range with the M10 Breacher than you can, obviously, with the Akita, but also with the Echo 12. It also has really good movement speeds. It's also a pump-action shotgun, so it's more satisfying to use than those weapons as well. It also looks cooler. It's unique in the sense where it has that charge-up time. Everything about the M10 Breacher, I think, is just better than the other 2 shotguns in the game. Coming in at 6th place, again, another gun that I thought was going to be one of my least favorites in this game when I first looked at it in the menus, especially after I read the freaking like description for it. The RK9, a submachine gun that's a 3-round burst submachine gun. I already don't like burst weapons, and I hate burst SMGs. I hate them with my freaking bottom of my heart. Excuse me, I just burped. But the RK9 is completely different from any other burst weapon I think we've ever had in any Call of Duty, where just like every other burst weapon, you pull the trigger, you got to let go of the trigger, then pull it again, let go of it, pull it again. And it has this like kind of capped fire rate type thing, right? Well, the RK9, you just hold the trigger down. Like, yes, it's burst, but you just hold the trigger down, and it's like it just keeps coming out. It's like a bump stock. It works in such a weird way, and I love it. I don't even know if I used bump stock in the right term there. And again, another gun nut's gonna have to let me know in the comments, but I love it. I like the RK9 a lot. For an SMG in this game, it feels absolutely disgusting, especially up close. The RK9 is a demon up close. However, coming in at 5th place, and the final one for the amazing tier, before we move along into the best tier, is the AK-27. The second AR you unlock in this game. I'm pretty sure you start with it unlocked though at level 4. I think you have both the AK-27 and the starting AR unlocked in this game right at the same time. However, I don't really see any, even though this gun's obviously disgusting and is coming in here at the number 5 spot, and I think it's clearly one of the better weapons in the game, I still think the first AR is better than this, which is crazy to say, but I really do. It is still strong though. For an AK, it has like no recoil, which is surprising because I've kind of come to know like the gun AK-47 with a lot of recoil, just because like Call of Duties of old, like they always have a lot of recoil, I feel like. And so I kind of thought it was going to have a lot, but it doesn't. It has like no recoil. It's very strong, solid AR. No real downsides, but no real crazy upsides either. But now we are into the best tier. Sorry for my heater turning on, by the way. If you guys can hear that humming noise in the background, that's what that was. If I waited for it to turn off, though, I'd be waiting here for like 3 hours, so I'm gonna have to finish it with it in there. I really apologize. But either way, coming in at 4th place, these are obviously the best tier, are obviously the guns that I think are meta right now. And coming in at 4th place, and the first one for the best tier is the Remake 45, the first Call of Duty I think in COD history, I'm not even joking, where an SMG doesn't make it into the top 3. I do think the Remake 45 is very freaking good, though. I think it's right outside of the top 3, and arguably it is the top 3 best, because I guess I could just spoil it a little bit, but the VS Recon is a sniper rifle that I put in the top 3, and the only reason why I put that up there is because I think it's fun. In terms of having fun in Call of Duty, I think the VS Recon clears most of the other guns, but in terms of actually like using them in a competitive scenario, the Remake 45 is clearly the better option. So it kind of does deserve the top 3, but I think it's easily the best SMG in this game. And the reason why it's the best SMG is because it plays like an AR. It's a slower SMG, but it has no recoil, has a regular old fire rate. Everything about it is very similar to that of an assault rifle. And coming at 3rd place, and probably the biggest shocker of this entire list for both the viewer and for myself as well, I did not think this gun was going to be as good as it was, and I feel like most people out there are probably going to disagree with me because I don't really see people using this that much. The DS-20 Mirage. The DS-20 Mirage, I don't know what it is. This gun is solid. This is a very solid assault rifle in this game. It has some recoil. That's clearly its biggest downside. It has some recoil when you compare them to other assault rifles like the AK-27 and the other assault rifle we haven't talked about so far. Clearly are more of a laser than the DS-20 Mirage is. But once you learn how to handle this recoil, which is not that hard to do because it's mainly just vertical recoil, once you manage to handle that with the DS-20 Mirage, it clearly becomes a freaking strong meta contender in my opinion. I love the DS-20 Mirage. I also love how it looks. I love the design of it. I love the reload animations. I love the iron sights. I like everything about the Mirage. It's a great gun. But like I said earlier when talking about the Remake 45, coming in at 2nd place is the VS Recon, because it is so satisfying. The VS Recon is this game's bolt-action sniper rifle, and in every one of my ranking all guns and every Call of Duty video I've done so far, I've always put a sniper rifle up there towards the top 3, because in my opinion, this is the most fun way of playing Call of Duty. Quick scoping and getting those absolutely satisfying kills are so much fun. I suck with sniper rifles. I am probably bottom 5% of players when it comes to using sniper rifles in Call of Duty. I can't do anything with these things. If I used only sniper rifles in my Call of Duty career, my KD would be a 0.4 probably. But I love them. There's just nothing, there's no feeling in any video game that captures the feeling of quick scoping with a sniper rifle in a Call of Duty game. It is just it's just different, and this is the only gun that you can do that realistically and to the same effect and the same satisfactory like feeling as old Call of Duties in Black Ops 7, because the Shadow SK is semi-auto and the XR3 Ion, good luck trying to quick scope with that thing. I don't know what you're supposed to do with that. The VS Recon is so much fun. I cannot wait for the Ballista though. That Ballista is going to be such a blast. However, if you've been paying attention and you know the process of elimination and you've played Black Ops 7 for literally 1 day, then you know that that means the best gun in the game right now is easily the M15 Mod O. I don't think most people are going to argue with me on this. I think most people would agree the M15 Mod O is disgusting. It's the first assault rifle you unlock in the game and you have literally no reason to ever change off of it. There's no reason. It is just so strong. It is, in my opinion, its biggest upside is it has a good fire rate but no recoil. Like every other gun in this game that has a good fire rate balances it out with a lot of recoil. Most of the SMGs, the DS-20 Mirage, they have better fire rates than other weapons, but they have recoil to balance that out. The M15 Mod O has that fire rate, but no recoil. It is insane. It is miraculous how this thing passed. It's clearly, in my opinion, the best gun in the game, and it's one of the first Call of Duties in a very long time, at least out the top of my head, that I can think of where your starting assault rifle in the game is like the best one. Last time that happened was like MW19 with the M4A1, and even that ended up getting outclassed once they added like the Grau and the AMAX and the AS Val. But like right now, the M15 Mod O is, in my opinion, clearly the best weapon in this game. It is the weapon that you will probably see the most in this game, and that's not just because people are starting with this weapon, so they're just using it. Like if you go into a search and destroy match, most people are going to be using the M15 Mod O. It is disgusting. I think it's the best weapon in the game. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's video ranking all 30 guns in Call of Duty Black Ops 7 from worst to best at launch so far. We obviously, again, this list will obviously have to change. We'll have to revisit this list towards the end of Black Ops 7's lifecycle once all the guns are added into the game. But as of right now, these are the 30 that are in the game, and I thought it was a good idea to do this. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Let me know what other videos that you see in the comment section down below. Check the links in the description for any of my other social medias or any of my other YouTube channels or any of that great mumbo jumbo. And I will be leaving a comment down below. It'll be the pinned comment with a channel called Giggity Plays, where it is my new YouTube channel where I will be uploading live gameplay videos. Right now we're uploading some Dying Light gameplay. We're playing through Dying Light, and I'm having a blast with that channel, man. It is so much fun to just play through some story games. I wanted to play some more story games because I've been a COD player my whole life and everything. I've always played these like competitive games, but never really like I don't know, played like story games that much, and so I wanted to try some new ones, and so I figured that was a good idea to do that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are excited for the Season 1 launch of Black Ops 7 as I am, and I cannot wait. I'm actually so excited. It's crazy. I've never been this excited for like a Call of Duty season launch ever, I don't think. 7 new guns though, and a bunch of new maps. It's like actually, it's so much content. It's unbelievable amounts of content. I'm really excited for that. I hope you guys watched Stranger Things Season 5, and if you did, let me know if you guys enjoyed it. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it for the people that haven't watched it yet, obviously, in the comments, but I hope you guys are liking that, dude. I'm excited for that too. I'm excited for apparently the rest of the season's coming out on Christmas, so I cannot wait for that. And also let me know if you guys think doing like video games of the day and well, I think the companies of the day idea was probably a stupid idea, because there's really not that many companies that I support. There's really not that many companies that are great. So maybe just video games of the day. I think that would be a good one too, because we do movies of the day, song of the days, TV shows of the days, video games of the day. We could just do pieces of media of the day, you know what I mean? That's what we do. We media of the day, and then we'll do like whatever it is that we're thinking of. Like maybe we'll even do like YouTubers of the day. Like I've been watching Queso recently, dude. I love Queso. I think Queso's hilarious, super good guy. Like he's family friendly too, which is good. Obviously, if you got little ones running around, it's great. It's maybe we'll do that too. I don't know, but let me know what you guys think of that idea. Let me know what you guys are thinking on the Stranger Things Season 5, and like I said, let me know if y'all are excited for Black Ops 7 Season 1, because I absolutely am. I cannot wait for Season 1 of Black Ops 7. I'm literally so excited. Like I can't. Oh my god, it's gonna be so much freaking fun. Like, there's so much content, bro. There's a new LMG, a new SMG, a new AR, a new sniper rifle, which is the ballista, the crossbow's coming back, and then I think there's 2 more weapons. I can't remember what they are. One might be a pistol, actually, now I'm thinking about it. It might be a pistol, I can't remember exactly, but I don't remember what the last one's going to. Oh, another, no, I already said that. Maybe a shotgun? I can't really remember, but I know there's another weapon coming out. There's 7 total, 7 weapons total coming out, and then a bunch of new maps, 2 of which are from Black Ops 2. One is Meltdown, or whatever that one was called, which everybody else is excited for. But I never really cared for that map in Black Ops 2, so I don't really care about it too much. But then there's another more iconic one coming back from Black Ops 2 as well. I can't really remember what it was though. There's some sort of iconic map coming back in Black Ops 2. You know what? This is the outro. I like to yap in the outros anyway, so let's look it up. BO7 Season 1 road map. So I forget what it was. Here we go. BO7 Season 1 roadmap. It's a bad picture. It's on. I'm trying to look at it on Reddit. There we go. Yeah, so we're getting like, oh yeah, standoff. That's what it was. Yeah, standoff is the big, the new big one. And then for the weapons, yes. Yeah, okay. So the ones so there's 2 SMGs coming out. So there's the ballista remaster coming out, the crossbow coming out, the LMG coming out, the assault rifle, which is going to be the Maddox RFB actually, which is pretty cool to see, and then 2 SMGs are going to be coming out, which is pretty cool to see as well, and then a knife. That's the other one. Oh, it's the ballistic knife. Okay, ballistic knife is coming out as well. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Then a bunch of other new things like new modes. Warzone is obviously going to come out, which will obviously bring its mastery camos with it, obviously, which people are going to be excited for, I'm sure. We got a bunch of new zombies content for Season 1, 2. Apparently 1 new big map called Astra Malorum, which is going to be set in space, and then 2 survival maps. A new perk is coming out, 2 new gobblegums are coming out, a new wonder weapon, new boss fight. It's obviously with the Astra Malorum map there, obviously, and stuff like that. A couple new modes actually for zombies. I wonder what they're going to do with that. A bunch of new modes as well for multiplayer, but some of them are most of them actually are just things that we've seen before, like sticks and stones, sharpshooter, one in the chamber, prop hunt, gun game. Most of them are just remasters of old things. We only have 1 actual like genuine new mode, a new score streak, and then yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 new maps coming to multiplayer, bro. Like that's insane. And yeah, Meltdown is one of the BO2 maps. Standoff is another one. We got Yake coming out, which is some sort of Japanese map. Oh yeah, we're having Fringe come back again, which is literally the exact same one from Black Ops 6, just returning into this game, so that's kind of cool, I guess. Slajacked, which is technically just a like Christmas themed hijacked, so that's also not that new either. Then we got a redacted one. Nobody knows what that one's going to be just yet. Odysseus, which is going to be a smaller map because it's offered for gunfight. Fate, which looks crazy. It looks like the campaign where the freaking machetes were coming out of the sky, so it looks a little bit out of touch and goofy, but maybe it'll play well, who knows. And then Utopia is the other one. So, I mean, that's going to be freaking great, man. I'm literally so excited for Black Ops 7 Season 1, and I cannot believe I'm saying that. And then, and then the attachments things, too. Every week, apparently, we're going to be getting new attachments. So, like, we're getting dual, like, Akitas as one of the attachments for that. We're going to be getting the MPC-25 Contra Bloom Laser. I don't know what that means. The MA-A1 Full Auto conversion. The Coda 9 with a stock and grip on it. The AK-27 Battle Scar conversion. The Redwell Shade X Suppressor, which is going to be universal. So many new freaking attachments, too, that might completely change weapons. Who knows? It's going to be crazy, man. That's all I'm saying is Black Ops 7 Season 1 is actually shaping up to be a really, really content-packed season. I'm actually really excited for it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Das Vidanya, and have a nice night. I'll have to make content on Black Ops 7 Season 1. Don't let me forget that. Oh, and actually, for the people that are probably wondering where the Battlefield 6 ranking all guns video is, since I promised I would do that a long time ago and still haven't, we're still going to do it. I have the script written out and everything, but I feel like right now it's just best to do Black Ops 7 content since the game just came out and there's still hype around it and stuff like that. But after that, we'll go and wrap back and revisit the Battlefield 6 guns and rank those. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Das Vidanya, and have a nice night.